Facing the guardian. Overcoming fear of success and self-sabotage. Part 1. Picture individuals who, despite being on the brink of success, find themselves hesitating and holding back. These individuals are not afraid of failing, but rather fear the unknown consequences of actually achieving their goals. This fear of success is a common phenomenon that can affect entrepreneurs, artists, students, and anyone striving for self-improvement. It's like facing a powerful guardian at the threshold of success, a force that challenges our determination and tests our commitment to reaching our goals. By confronting this fear and the self-sabotaging behaviors that come with it, we can break through this internal barrier and unlock our true potential. This message explores the psychological aspects of this fear, the symbolic meaning of the threshold guardian, and offers practical tips for overcoming this obstacle and achieving success. The guardian of the threshold, your inner gatekeeper, is a mythical figure that stands at the entrance to a new world, challenging those who wish to enter. In the hero's journey, these threshold guardians serve as obstacles that the hero must conquer to demonstrate their dedication. They do not necessarily have malicious intent, their purpose is to ensure that the hero is adequately prepared for the adventures that lie ahead. Often, these guardians symbolize the hero's own insecurities or vulnerabilities externalized. Confronting this challenge is essential for the hero's personal growth. If not ready, they will be turned away until they have developed enough to face the next stage. In various spiritual traditions, there is a strikingly similar concept known as the guardian of the threshold. Rudolf Steiner, the Austrian esoteric thinker, viewed this guardian not as an external being, but as a confrontation with one's own unresolved self. The guardian represents one's accumulated karma and untransformed shadows being fully revealed. This intimidating presence encompasses all fears, faults, and doubts within oneself when attempting to enter new territory. Facing this guardian can be a terrifying experience as it requires seeing oneself without any illusions, every unhealed wound and lingering insecurity laid bare. However, this trial is not meant to punish but to protect. The guardian serves as a barrier until one confronts their inner shadows and demonstrates readiness for what lies ahead. It is described as a threshold constructed from all remaining timidity and fear of taking full responsibility for thoughts and actions. Ultimately, our own fear and reluctance to embrace our destiny act as the barrier preventing us from progressing. When looked at through the lens of mythology or spirituality, the guardian of the threshold symbolizes the internal obstacles we encounter when on the verge of momentous change. It represents the notion that just as we are on the tip of progress, whether in our careers, creative endeavors, education, or personal development, our deepest insecurities and uncertainties emerge to block our path. This guardian may manifest as self-doubt, heightened anxiety, unexpected distractions or impediments, or self-sabotaging tendencies. The crucial realization is that this guardian is not an external adversary, but rather a reflection of our inner emotional state. It is a part of ourselves, conducting a crucial final assessment. Are you truly ready to take this next step? Once we grasp this concept, we can confront the challenge with understanding, and resolve to evolve, rather than succumbing to fear or avoidance. Looking into the area of psychology, the fear of success emerges as a significant obstacle on the path to achievement. Often overlooked in favor of the more commonly discussed fear of failure, this fear can be just as paralyzing, acting as a guardian at the threshold of success. Researchers have long noted this phenomenon, within the 1970s, pinpointing a motive to avoid success in some individuals. The idea of success, especially when it deviates from societal norms, can trigger feelings of anxiety and self-doubt. Similarly, touched on the Jonah complex, which describes our tendency to shy away from reaching our full potential, similar to the biblical Jonah fleeing his destiny. It seems that a part of us is hesitant to embrace the growth and accomplishments we so desperately desire. The question remains, why do we fear stepping into a brighter future? The fear of success is commonly rooted in the fear of facing possible negative outcomes that come with achieving victory. We tend to envision that reaching our goals may lead to undesired changes in our lives. Success can be perceived as a danger to our present sense of self and relationships. The fear of success often comes from the loss of familiarity. Stepping into unknown territory can feel like leaving behind the comfort of our current reality, which acts as a cozy blanket of security. The routines, people, and habits we are familiar with provide a sense of safety, and the thought of reaching a new level of success may disrupt this sense of security. For entrepreneurs, the fear of growing their business may mean risking their current lifestyle, while students may worry that excelling will distance them from their friends. With increased achievements comes a heightened level of accountability, which can feel overwhelming. The pressure to consistently outperform previous successes can create a fear of not being able to sustain this level of performance in the long run. This concern may unknowingly block your progress while you still have the ability to control it. The apprehension of criticism or rejection is a common concern for individuals striving for success. Entrepreneurs may be anxious about facing public scrutiny or the jealousy of their friends. Creatives may worry that being unique will attract negative feedback, or that their friends will perceive them differently. Students may fear being resented or envied by their classmates if they excel. This fear of social judgment can make the journey to success feel lonely and isolating. Feelings of inadequacy and lack of self-belief are common struggles for many individuals. Internalized thoughts of being unworthy of success can linger like a persistent background noise, such as the belief of not being good enough. As one moves closer to achieving their goals, these hidden triggers of low self-esteem can emerge and undermine their confidence. If there is a deep-rooted sense of doubt about one's worthiness, it can lead to subconscious self-sabotage, causing them to miss out on opportunities rather than face the fear of feeling like a fraud when reaching the pinnacle of success. Experiencing any form of change, whether positive or negative, can induce stress in our minds and bodies. Our psychological makeup is designed to seek stability and balance, making significant changes in our lives challenging to accept. As we work towards accomplishing a significant objective, we may find that our daily habits, values, and sense of self undergo changes. This shift can bring about feelings of unease as it disrupts the comfort of our usual routine, while also revealing the anxiety that success can bring, as it has the power to shape our current reality in a profound way. The fear of potential upheaval or drastic change often causes us to pause and reconsider pursuing our goals. The fear of achieving success is often hidden deep within our minds, causing it to manifest in subtle ways. Instead of openly admitting our fear, we unknowingly engage in self-destructive actions. Pay attention to these unmistakable signs that our inner psychological barrier is in control. Fear of success can lead to a cycle of procrastination and perfectionism. This cycle often begins with putting off tasks or telling yourself that they are not ready yet. In some cases, individuals set extremely high standards for themselves, making it impossible to ever complete their work. These behaviors serve as a shield from the potential outcomes of success or failure, preventing individuals from moving forward. Abruptly losing motivation or experiencing upper limit issues can be a perplexing phenomenon. Initially, you were enthusiastic and determined about achieving your goal, but then, as progress is made, that drive inexplicably diminishes. This phenomenon could be explained by the concept of an upper limit problem, which proposes that individuals unconsciously control the level of success or happiness they allow themselves to experience. Once this internal threshold is reached, one may experience distractions, illness, or conflicts that sabotage their own progress. It's as if there is an invisible thermostat regulating how much change and growth one can achieve. Giving up or altering goals too soon is a common issue for some individuals. For example, an artist may suddenly switch their artistic style when offered a major exhibit, or an entrepreneur may change their business idea right before securing funding. These sudden changes can be a way to avoid the pressure of achieving long-term success. In a state of analytical overdrive, individuals may unknowingly block their own progress by excessively contemplating and meticulously strategizing. When on the brink of success, the tendency to scrutinize every minute aspect in search of complete assurance can act as a subconscious hindrance. This fixation on minor details or the compulsion to continuously revise plans can serve as a barrier to actually taking the necessary steps towards making aspirations a reality. All of these actions are driven by a common goal: steering clear of the anxiety that comes with the uncertainty of success. They are tactics employed by our internal gatekeeper, the voice in our minds that hesitates and suggests, "Perhaps we are not prepared, let's remain in our comfort zone." Identifying these behaviors within ourselves is the initial step towards breaking free from their influence. By acknowledging the fear and realizing the self-destructive nature of these habits, we can start dismantling them. In various myths and spiritual teachings, there is a recurring theme of encountering formidable guardians or dragons before attaining valuable treasures or deep wisdom. These ancient tales convey a deep, psychological insight. Personal growth necessitates confronting and overcoming fear. Within the worlds of mythology and literature, the concept of the threshold guardian serves as a powerful symbol for the hero's innermost fears externalized. For instance, envision narratives where a hero must solve a riddle posed by a sphinx, engage in combat with a menacing dragon, or resist the allure of a deceptive illusion before gaining access through a mystical gateway. These are all symbolic of threshold challenges. The main duty of the guardian is to ensure that only those who are truly deserving or fully prepared receive the ultimate reward. Interestingly, it is the hero's ability to overcome challenges that proves their worthiness. The threshold guardian is there to ensure that the hero is sufficiently ready for the journey ahead. Overcoming the obstacles set by these guardians forces the hero to grow in strength and determination. If the hero is found to be unprepared, they will be guided to acquire more skills or courage before trying again in the future. End of Part 1.